Hello, my dear friends. So, this is the second episode about the missiles which we have been covering. So, today we are starting with a very interesting missile. So, it's the first time India has indigenously developed and tested a missile in such a category. So, definitely we can see that many of the missiles which we have recently tested is very rare, like a very few countries possess such technologies, and especially in case of missile technologies, so to be indigenous is the prime aim. So the key technologies will not be transferred from any other countries to our country, so it needed to be indigenously made. So that's what we are presently doing, and even many powerful nations are not capable of doing this, many missile tests in small intervals of weeks. So I think we need to give a huge round of appreciation for the scientists of DRDO, as well as the firms which we are in cooperation with, the DRDO as well as the R&D department of the armed forces. So coming to our first missile, it's the Rudra Missile. So it's the first India's indigenous anti-radiation missile. So anti-radiation missiles are meant to take down the targets. So the targets are always the radars. So it has been launched from Su-30 MKI, and it has INS GPS navigation with passive home head or for the final attack. That means a passive homing head means actually the Rudra missile has equipments which can track the radars even after launching or before launching. So the signals emitted by these radars are captured by the equipments, or the radar which is available in the Rudram system, and it will take down the target by following the exact location. So if it's going to attack and in between the path, suppose the radar stops emitting signal, but then also it has actually locked down the target, which according to the signals which I have earlier received, and so it's tracked down the exact same radar without any confusion. So that's what passive homing head means. So the next one is our own Nirbhay. It has been in trials for a couple of years, and we have been developing it, and actually we are almost inducted in, but many components of the Nirbhay is yet to be indigenous, like key components like engine systems or the frame. So these all have, slowly we are increasing the indigenous content in it. So recently we have test fired one successfully, and after that we have test fired with the help of a indigenously made engine. So even that had to be aborted after 8 minutes due to technical salak, but we have retrieved it. We have analyzed the faults which have happened, and fortunately we are able to study what went wrong, and it was actually a very minor glitch, and hope by the very next test they will be overcoming it and ensuring the indigenization in the key components of the missile system. So it's capable of a range of 1000 km, and it's a subsonic cruise missile. But the most important feature which makes it very lethal is it has a feature called terrain hugging or sea skimming features. That means it can travel very close to the terrain in which throughout its aim. Like if we are sending some missile to a spot, it can travel very close to around 15-20 meters above the surface, keep on maintaining that surface level, that altitude, so that it can maintain its stealthiness, and as well as it will be very difficult for the other radars, for other missile detection and anti-missile systems to identify the nearby system. And it is integrated with Miru Technologies multiple warhead, so it can be, once a missile is launched, it can be designated for multiple targets as well. So it's very lethal in its combination. And coming to the next one is Prithvi 2. So it's actually has been inducted into army quite a very long. It's an old missile, but we have been improving the technological efficiency in this missile. Like recently we have conducted a test on October 16, and it is nuclear capable with a range of 350 km. So it can carry a payload up to 1000 kilograms. So the speciality of this particular test is it has been tested at night. So the night trials have been taken place, so it can be operated 24 hours circle. So coming to the next missile, it's again the naval version of Brahmos. Almost all the specs are almost similar to the land land-based variant, but it's designed according to to be launcher friendly from a naval ship or a warship. So it's just a naval variant, and it was launched from INS Chennai, and it has been a really successful test also. So coming to the next one, it's again a very interesting missile. As I have mentioned, many versions of anti-tank missiles is in testing and development. So next one is the SANT missile. It was tested on October 19th. So SANT means standoff anti-tank missile. So it was test fired from a Mi-35 attack helicopter. It has a extended range of 15 to 20 kilometer when we comparing to other missiles. Other of such category has a range of around 5 to 10 kilometers. So it has an extended range, and it's equipped with a nose mounted active radar seeker. So it it allows this SANT missile to hit the target with very high precision by doing extreme maneuverability. So, and it has the ability to lock on or lock the target after the launch. So the next one is again an anti-tank missile. So it's called NAG. NAG is an anti-tank guided missile, and actually it is almost in the phase of induction, and it has a range of around 4 kilometer, and it also has the capability to fire and forget. So it can also lock the target after launch. And this time we have test fired from it a vehicle called, or a launcher called Namiga. Actually Namiga stands for NAG Missile Carrier. And recently many missiles have been testing from the naval platforms or the warships, and it's an anti-ship missile. Like we can launch it from a ship and destroy a target, a surface ship as a target. So we can launch it again, and this time it's many details has been classified, so it's not available in public platforms, and but still then according to what we know, it's published that it has been test fired on 2 dates from INS Prabal as well as INS Kora, and both the test was very successful, and we were able to achieve the maximum range of the missile and was able to take down the target at very high precision. So actually the target was some of the decommissioned ships of the Indian Navy itself. So we were able to successfully test it again, and very recently on around 9th of November we tested a missile called QRSAM. So QRSAM is actually a quick reaction surface to air missile. So it provides aerial coverage for the the ground battle team, including the tanks or the strike columns of the Indian Army, and it has a range of 30 kilometer and take down or destroy an aerial target at a maximum height of 15 kilometer, and it's mounted on truck. So the canisters are mounted on this kind of truck, so it is very mobile. So we can transport this missile system from one place to another with very high speed. So its transportation is also very easy, and is very much capable of detecting, tracking targets on the move and engaging the targets with short take.